My name is Lindy. This is a podcast where I talk about my knitting, crochet, some spinning, pretty much anything yarn related. Anyway, so it's May 11th. It's Mother's Day a couple days ago. So happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. It is 2 weeks since my last podcast, and I've gotten quite a bit done. I've got quite a bit done. Had kind of a couple lazy weeks, to be honest. I'm just kind of riding out until my kids are done with school. We are 2 weeks out, and I'm so ready. They've been virtual school here at home this year, so it's been kind of a long year. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a homeschool mom. It's just not me. That's not me. So I'm ready for the year to be over. So what I've gotten done this last couple weeks. I finished my Vernal Equinox shawl. It is finally done. It took me, the last few rows felt like they went on forever. But yeah, this is a fairly large shawl. It is blocked. I did not get the edges very well, mostly because my blocking boards, I don't have enough for a shawl this big because it's quite large. It is more than my arm span. Yeah, about this much past my arm span. But yeah. I knit this in Knit Picks Lace Gloss in the color Cranberry on size US 6 4mm needles. But yeah, it's so... I'm in love with this. It just turned out exactly how I hoped. And near the last few days of knitting this, I was getting so discouraged at how slow it was going, because it's a half circle, and this last edge just went on forever, it felt like. And actually, I'll show you where, if I can find it real fast. I left a couple tails so I could show how, here it is, how far the yarn went. So from, if I can find the center, this is the center, down to, oh my goodness, here it is, right here. So here, all the way down to here was the first ball of yarn. So here to here. The second ball of yarn got this much done. So this versus this. And this is why I was getting so it felt so tedious near the end. But I started doing 2 rows a day. Because I was like, I got about 20 rows to go. If I just do 2 rows a day, a lace pattern, the knit lace pattern, and then the purl row, I'll be done in a little over a week. And there were a few days where I did a few more. There's a day I completely skipped, but I got it done. And it has been perfect. I was having a bad pain day because I have a chronic illness. I have fibromyalgia, and I was having a really bad day. And I was cold. When I have a really bad day, I'm often really cold. I cannot keep warm for the life of me. And just wearing this around the house, just to help keep me warm, was perfect. It was just perfect. It's exactly what I've been needing. But I knew how long lace was going to take. So I've been kind of putting off doing a lace shawl like this again. Because I've done a few crochet lace shawls, but those were gifts. So, a lot of the stuff I've done over the years has been, so I've started doing more stuff for me lately, which has been nice. It's nice like having the objects to go, I did some stuff for me. But okay, so the Vernal Equinox shawl by Lenka Kimura. I will link all the patterns and everything down in the description box. Okay, so I still have a couple works in progress going. The first one is one you've seen. It is my Wiola cardigan. I've gotten a little bit done, not a lot. I should start putting progress keepers so I can keep track of how much I've gotten done since the last episode. This one's kind of been put a little bit on the back burner. I'm not working on it as much, mostly because I wanted to finish this, but also this is something that I'm not really going to wear till fall. So I'm kind of just been doing little bits here and there when I'm really in the mood for color work, because I mean at this distance it's super pretty, but oh, I just love how it's coming out, how it's working up. Oop. I'm trying to drop stitches. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, so there's that. The Wiola cardigan by Kristin Wiola Ødegård. I'll put it down here somewhere. I'm knitting this on size US 5 millimeter? No, US 4's 3.5 millimeter. And in the Cloudboard Highland Sport, colors Moss, Heather Oatmeal, Dark Teal, and Caribbean. Oh, my light is making the color off. There we go. Good enough. Okay. So a little bit of progress on that. The next thing, I started another pair of socks. Surprise, surprise. And actually I have it in a little bag I made myself. I've been seeing all these people with these adorable little project bags, and I'm like, I sew. So I bought myself some zippers, and I was like, I'm gonna make myself some, because my yarn bowl can only hold one project, so this has been really nice to have, and I'm super proud of it. Super proud of it. I didn't do a good job at all. It's actually kind of like there's messy bits, but next one will be better. I realized how I could do it better after. It is what it is. Okay, so these socks are here. I've got one done, and I know the last episode I said I was going to probably start a pair of socks for my daughter. Well, that didn't happen. I started another pair of socks. They were going to be for me. Unfortunately, they're too loose. So I suspect they're going to be for one of my sisters. Probably my youngest sister. This is the, what is this? Can I remember? The Hermione's Everyday Socks by Erica Lauder. Yeah. I love it. The texture is wonderful. I think I'm going to need to remake these in a size that'll fit me. Oh, I need a shift. Give me a second. Oh, foot started going numb. So, I actually have knit this in the Knit Crate Audine Wool's alpaca sock. I do not remember what month this was. It was from their their sock crate. I cannot remember what month it was. I don't think they have any available on their website. But yeah, it's rather lovely purple and gray. And it's got a little bit of a fuzzy. Kind of see the hairs kind of sticking off of it. Which actually, when you have a lot of animals like I do and my sister does, those little hairs, you just go, it's part of the sock. Not totally covered in dog hairs and cat hairs. Anyway, so I love how this is coming out. I'm only about this far on the next one. But yeah, I'm knitting these on my Clover 9-inch circulars. Oh, hello, Pupper. Hello, Hannah. Hey, are you helping? Okay, but I need you to not be here. Okay, I got her out of the room. She was trying to bulldoze in through everything. Yay, dogs. Anyway, so where was I? This is how much I have done. These are on my 9-inch clover, size 1. Good question. I think they're size 1. I cannot remember for certain right now. But I suspect why these actually turned out too loose. Because the last pair of socks I did on these, I did 64 stitches, which is what this is. I suspect what happened was the knit, because this pattern, this texture is made with purl stitches. And I think what happened is when I switch between knit and purl, I have a tendency to be my gauge is a little looser, and I didn't think about that. So that's why these are going to be Christmas gifts. I've been meaning to make, I was thinking about it over the last month or so, that I should just start making socks to give as gifts for Christmas. Kind of have an idea of who they're going to go to so I get the right size. So hopefully that works out. If nothing else, I bet you my sisters and maybe my best friend and yeah, probably just those people will get a pair of socks. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but okay. So those are the socks. No, I feel like showing you the cake of yarn because I think it just looks so pretty. I love cakes of yarn. That light I have, I'm trying a new setup. I was hoping this light, I think it's too yellow, but the blue is too blue too, so yay. Anyway, okay. So the next project I've been working on is I started a Felix cardigan. I know I've seen multiple people do this cardigan, and it's always just, I love it. The shape is nice. It's a nice just throw on cardigan. Oh, itch. So I'm decided to start it. I actually have had this yarn in my stash since last fall. I actually got it for my birthday. I went to this really awesome, my friends brought me to this really awesome, essentially it's a crafting thrift store here. I live in the greater Kansas City area. It's called KC Scraps. It is an awesome shop. Like, it's got so much, it's all used, thrifted craft supplies. I got enough fabric for a quilt. My husband gifted me a quilting book too, so I was like, I'm gonna get all of these fabrics, and then I got this yarn. So this is my Felix cardigan. It is it is turning out so nicely. I just love how it's turning out. It's so drapey, and I intentionally made it so it's really loose and kind of see-through, because this is actually the yarn it's a discontinued yarn. I don't know if anyone can find it anywhere. It's Ellie Ray Shibu. Here's the tag. It is 90% silk, 10% viscose. And I just decided to lean into the drapiness. So yeah, this is it's the raglan. So this design goes along the raglan if you've never seen this pattern before. It's got lace design along the raglan, the raglan increases, and yeah, it's just, I haven't gotten the sleeves yet, and I'm about, halfway through the body maybe? Not quite. Yeah, not quite. But yeah, it's just I'm so excited for this. It's just, one of my favorite types of cardigans are loose, kind of breezy ones, especially, I get cold. I run cold. So pretty much every season of the year, I need some sort of cardigan jacket, something to throw on top of outer layer that I can throw on when I get inevitably cold. Because it's what I do. When it's humid outside, I feel chilly, like the sticky, so I almost always have to have a layer on. So excited. So excited. So excited I had enough yarn for this cardigan. And actually, this is like the, oh, let me say I'm knitting this in US size 7, 4.5 millimeters, and these and the ones for my Wiola cardigan, they're the Knit Picks nickel interchangeables. I love these. I've had them for several years now, and they have been wonderful. They are slick enough. They don't squeak with anything other than acrylic. I love them. Okay, so that's my current works in projects and finished objects. I do have something else I've been playing with. So I bought one of the 12 packs of the Wilton food coloring to play with dyeing. And here, I finally got all 12 colors swatched. And I did, this is the roving that I have. This is just some roving in all the colors. It's hard to. So I dyed a little chunk of roving and then some chunks of yarn, which actually I don't know where I have those at the moment. I was going to show those too because they are very different. I might do a little short video that just kind of showcases all of this, just because I know I had troubles. I know I've seen many videos of people dyeing with food coloring, but I've never really seen like the 12 pack just showcased kind of what they look like, because I did the roving and I did a little piece of regular wool, 100% wool, and then a piece, like just a little, like wrapped around my fingers like 10 times, just a little sample piece of some 100% wool and very white wool, and then 100% superwash, which was kind of an off-white, almost like a natural color. So I might make a little short video that just kind of shows that, just has the colors and shows what happened, and just basically what I did. Because yeah, I think that'd be maybe a helpful video, maybe. I know I mean, if nothing else, then I have it to look back on if I decide to use this wool in something. I mean, it's not a lot. It'll only spin up into little bits. I mean, that's not a lot. It's only, what did I, 0.2 ounces is about how much each one of these are, because I just try to weigh them to about the same amount. So yeah, so that's it there. Oh, what else? Anything else I really need to talk about? I think I'm going to start my daughter's socks next, mostly because she's going to get very impatient with me if I don't. So finish these socks hopefully in the next week. If this doesn't hinder me too much, cut both of my fingers at the same time while slicing onions yesterday for dinner. Oops. It happens. Thank you. Yeah, so it's slowing down my knitting a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, do I have anything else to talk about? I've done a little bit of spinning. Not enough. I haven't finished anything. I did do a little quilting on Mother's Day. I kind of hid out in my sewing cave down in the basement and worked on been doing a jelly roll quilt. I bought this jelly roll like 3 years ago. I was like having a hankering for a quilt and finally got around to working on it this last fall after making like 3 other quilts since then. 2.5. I've got a couple other quilts in the process as well. Got like 3 quilts going right now. I haven't finished the top on any of them. I actually need a new machine, because I machine actual quilt, do the quilting, the layers, and I need a new machine before I start that process on any of them. But so I worked on my jelly roll quilt for a little while. So that was awesome. That was wonderful. And I think I'm in the mood for a crochet project. I think once I finish my the Felix cardigan, I think I might grab a crochet project. I think I'm kind of in the mood for it. I've got a mosaic blanket it's been hibernating for a while. I might work on that some, but I've got some really pretty peachy coral, like a pinky coral-ish color of acrylic yarn that I kind of really want to make into something. So I might do something with that. I don't know. Mystery future projects, because I change my mind constantly, so who knows. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!